Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. Now this project is going to be a gorgeous Spellbinders card, and I want to show you a few of the items that we're going to be using from Spellbinders to make it. The first thing that we've got is we've got our special birthday stamps. Now yours won't really look as jumbled as this when you get them, but mine are well loved, and I try and keep them in the packaging just to show you how it looks when you get them. So we're going to be using the special birthday stamps for our sentiments on the card and the insert. We're going to be using the foundation tags. Now this is one of the most useful basic die sets, because for sentiments this is great for building up the layers underneath your stamped images. So you've got 3 different shapes and there's 2 layers for each of the shapes, so you get 6 dies in the pack. So we're going to be using that as well. And then we're going to be using a medallion die. Now this is what Spellbinders are great for, the detail and the clarity of the die cutting that you get, and the embossed detail that you get after you've die cut it. So this is one die that you would get. I'll put all the details of everything on my blog, and there'll be the links as well for you to be able to go through to Spellbinders to have a look. So that's the medallion die. So we're going to start off with our card itself. Now this is a plain white card, and it's a 7x7" square card. I've already gone ahead and added a layer of black on the front just for a little bit of speed, because somebody's commented this week my videos are too long. Well, I try to fit as much as I can in without me waffling about other things and going off subject. So sometimes they are longer, but they're necessary. Well, I feel they are anyway. So my 7x7 card, and I've got the base of it with just a black piece of general cardstock. Now as always, I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to make sure the edge is nicely scored to give us a nice professional crease for when the card stands up. And she'll do the inside first. So the first thing that I've got is a piece of ivory cardstock, and it's cut just slightly smaller than the card itself. And I've got double-sided tape on the back of it. I've got a little bit more than normal, only because it's a slightly larger card and I want to make sure that it sticks nicely. So we'll position that on the inside of our card. So let's just do that and try and get it kind of central. So we've got a nice smooth ivory panel. Next, for the inside, what I've done is I've die cut one of the medallions that is from the die. Now it doesn't normally look like this, it would look like this. So I'll show you it on the black background, then you can see it. So you would die cut it. I've die cut mine in black, and then through the centre I've used one of the foundation tags, one of the foundation dies, and it was this one, and I've actually cut away the centre of the die cut, and that's given me this shape. So then I can go ahead and add it to the centre of our card. Now I've already run it through the Xyron machine, and I'm just going to position it in the centre of our ivory layer that we've just added. So I can press it down, make sure it's stuck, and then I've used one of the tiny sentiments, the special birthday sentiments. I've used Stays on black ink, and I've stamped it on ivory card, and it's in the shape that we've die cut the centre of the medallion away, so that I know this is going to fit perfectly in the centre of the die, like that. And that is our insert complete, and that will match perfectly to the front of the card that we're going to create. It's a nice simple insert, it looks really pretty, and there's enough room for you to write your messages to and from, etc. So now we can go to the front of our card, and I'm just going to score again to make sure that the crease is still nice and sharp. So the first layer that we're going to add for the front of the card is an ivory layer, and we've got double-sided tape on the back of this. Now I use quite thick, or should I say wide, double-sided tape, and mine comes from, and I'm always asked about this, mine comes from that good old-fashioned auction site, because I have to get my own, so I look around just like you would do to find the most economical, and I do like the wide, either 18mm or 25mm, because you can always trim it down if you need it a little bit narrower. But that's where I get mine from. So that was our first layer. Now we're going to add another layer, and this is going to be a black layer. So again, double-sided tape on the back of it. There we go. And so this is called matting and layering for any new viewers, and it's just building up the back of the card so that it gives a little bit more interest to anything that you're putting on the front. So those are our matting and layering layers. Next, what I've done is I have die cut 4 of the medallions in ivory cardstock, and I've got a little bit of double-sided tape on the back of them. Now at home you would be able to spend a little bit more time adding maybe a bit more glue to these, but for quickness I just want to show you how it's all going to come together. So we've got 4 of the medallions, and I'm simply adding them through the middle of the card, lining them up so that it looks like it's a design that's supposed to be there, and putting them edge to edge so that they're in similar lines, shall we say. And then we'll just add the last one and marry it up like that. There we go. It's such a pretty design, such a, I don't say basic shape, but a basic die that you can do so much with. So that's the next layer. Now what I've done is, on the actual die that you get a very small centre. I'll take that one away. You get this centre. So I've used that, and I've used my Xyron machine, and I've run it through the Xyron, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the black centres into the centre of our medallion like that, and there's 4 of them, so there's 4 centres. I've already been round the edge of everything when it came out of the Xyron to make sure the adhesive was on the back of it with no tail edges. So those are in the centre, and then I've cut 4 in ivory, again went through the Xyron, and just where the designs meet between each other I'm going to add these like, like that, and then one at the top and one at the bottom. There we go. So it's created a gorgeous pattern, a kind of filigree ironwork pattern. Now for the centre, which is really simple, I've gone to the foundation tag dies, and I keep calling them foundation tag dies, but they're just foundation dies. And I've cut the larger square in black, and I'm going to position that through the centre, like, try and get it in the right place. There we go. And then I've also cut one in ivory, and I've used the special birthday stamps for that. And I can add that over the top of our previous layer. And that is our card finished. Now, I think that is a perfect card, oh excuse me, for either male or female. It's not pastel colours, it's a nice monotone colour. It doesn't say anything feminine, so you could use it for, as I say, the guys in your life. And it's an easy one to put together, but it looks very intricate. It looks like you've had to sit and work it all out, and it looks very complicated. So I think that little die, the Spellbinders die, you could work some great magic with that. Think about it on the back of a scrapbooking sheet as well, to make a gorgeous page, to make the pattern onto, you know, onto plain paper. That would look good. So, but I think this looks stunning. It stands up nicely. It's going to be a mantelpiece pleaser, and the inside just matches perfectly. So I know I've said that, I'm repeating myself. Everything I do use, it will be on my blog. Please feel free to comment on my blog or on Facebook. You can comment on YouTube, but I can't reply to you on YouTube. So if you've got any questions that you want answering, please ask me on either Facebook or on my blog. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.